If you're having mixed signals about these things, then just know that he's not ready to settle with you, and you know what to do immediately, because you can't be wasting your time. And I would not advise any woman to start proving herself for no man. If they don't get you at the first 3 months, just know that they don't like you that much, and you shouldn't be waiting to prove anything to anyone. If you notice these 15 signs from your man as a single woman who's been dating him for a while, then you know he wants to marry you. Number one, he talks about a future with you. Listen, a man who envisions a future with you will naturally include you in his long-term plans. He will be discussing his aspiration, his goals and dreams with you. This invariably is a sign that he sees you as someone he wants by his side for a long time. So conversations about the future can take many forms, such as, where he wants to live, his career goals, places that he dreams of visiting and building a family. All right. These conversations are not just casual conversations, but they're indicative of his commitment to building a life with you. So you need to pay attention to the language he uses during these conversations, such as, maybe using the word we and us when discussing the future and making plans that invariably includes you. So these are signs that he wants to marry you if he starts saying words like I am, we, us. If he doesn't include you in his conversation about his future, his career, his life purposes and everything, then you're not simply the one. Or maybe he hasn't gotten to that point. Do you understand what I'm saying? Number two, he introduces you to the important people in his life. Listen, a man's introduction of you to the people that matter to him in his life, such as his families, his closest friends, and maybe mentors, indicates that he's serious about the relationship with you. Men don't go about introducing just any girl to their families, especially to their mothers, to their siblings, or to people of great importance in their life, because you're not the one. If you're the one, he would introduce you to people that are very important to him. So such introduction is indicative of the fact that he is serious about that relationship with you. These introductions are not just casual meet and greets, but, deliberate efforts to integrate you into his inner circle. So meeting his family, trusted and valued friends, and being introduced to his mentors or role models just demonstrates his respect for their opinions and insights basically about you. And these introductions are not just about showing you off, but also about seeking validation and approval from those he cares about. So pay attention to how he behaves during this introduction. Is he proudly showing you off? Is he involving you in conversations? Is he seeking their input on, important matters? Because these are strong indications of his commitment to your relationship and his interest in a long-term future. It's a major sign if he really wants to marry you, okay? Number three, he makes long-term financial plans and includes you. Marriage is a financial partnership. And when a man makes long-term financial plans with you, it just shows that he values and trusts you as a partner, as a team. You might just find that he's discussing things like saving goals, investments, and both of you just budgeting for life milestones. And so by making these plans, right, he's demonstrating his commitment to building a life together with you and working towards your shared financial goals. Pay attention also to his willingness to compromise, and also how he takes accountability for how much he spends in the relationship, okay? Not all men would infuse you in their financial plans. You need to know that. So if he shows these qualities, then he's committed to building a strong financial foundation for your future together. Number 4, he's constantly thinking about your needs. A man's genuine care for his partner and his partner's well-being is a sign that he wants to marry her and commit to a lifelong, partnership with her. And this also goes a long way to show his emotional maturity, his empathy, and his willingness to prioritize your happiness above his needs. And he may just do it in a form of offering support when you're overwhelmed. He just remembers small details about your preferences, and he makes sacrifices to ensure that your happiness is of utmost interest. So he might just set aside his own desires or plans, such as maybe changing his schedules or compromising on decisions to make you feel valued. If you find out that he goes out of his way to surprise you, whether by bringing home your favorite snack or planning maybe a surprise weekend getaway or just giving you a thoughtful gift, these actions reflect his commitment to being a supportive and a loving partner to you, because he's showing that he values your happiness and your well-being above his own, and he's willing to make sacrifices to ensure that you feel loved and cared for. You're not lacking in anything. All right. Number 5, he talks about marriage and having children, not just with any other woman, but with you. So when a man is ready to marry you, he will not hesitate to discuss his thoughts and dreams about marriage, children, and family life. These conversations are really a strong indication that he's serious about building a life with you. And he would want to know what you think about having kids. How many would you love to have, especially with him? These conversations just goes to show you that he's not just thinking about the concept of marriage and family, he's imagining it with you. Because men don't just go about talking about how many kids they want to have with a woman. It's more or less the least conversations they would ever have with someone that they don't see a future with. So if he's imagining it with you, then know that he's envisioning a future where you're together, building a life and creating memory as a team. And that just goes to show that you are above all other women in his life. Number 6 is comfortable with. When your man becomes comfortable with commitment, then you know that he's ready to settle down with you, because men who have vision of marriage are not afraid of commitment. So if you have a man who is always afraid of commitment, you don't know where you stand with him, he's not ready to get married to you. You're not in a picture when it comes to marriage, and maybe marriage would not be in a picture in the nearest 2 or 3 years except God jumps into that situation. A man who is serious with commitment, just know that his intentions are to get married to you. So when you see that he's becoming comfortable with the idea of settling down, making joint decisions, and showing stability in that relationship, you know that he wants to get married to you. You feel secure knowing he's fully invested in that relationship and he's committed to making it work. He makes long-term plans with you, such as, booking a vacation or planning a move. He's open about his feelings and intentions, and he isn't afraid to express his commitment to you. He's willing to work through challenges, through conflicts with you together, rather than avoiding, them and just giving up. If he runs away from a little argument, he blocks you because of a little argument, or he's not ready to take accountability for the mistakes that he has made or the part that he has played in causing that conflict, then you just know that the concept of the idea of marriage or commitment is not there. And you know how to make your decision from there. Because what's the point wasting your time with a guy who is not ready to commit? There's no point wasting your time. All right. Men really know who they want to commit with. And sometimes lack of commitment just shows that you're not the one. And also note that if he is consistent in his words and actions, he's demonstrating reliability and dependability. This is an early sign that he wants to marry you. Are you hearing me? If you're having mixed signals about these things, then just know that he's not ready to settle with you, and you know what to do immediately, because you can't be wasting your time. And I would not advise any woman to start proving herself for no man. If they don't get you at the first 3 months, just know that they don't like you that much, and you shouldn't be waiting to prove anything to anyone. Number 7, if he values your opinion and input in certain decisions that are very important to him, then know that he wants to marry you and he sees you as that woman for him. See, when a man sees you as his future wife, he values your thoughts and your opinions on important matters. He knows that marriage is a partnership, so he looks for your advice on, certain decisions that impact both of you, like career changes or maybe financial planning. He invariably just involves you in decisions like where to go on vacation or whether to move to a new home, even what business to even get into. He basically just seeks your opinion on certain aspects of his life that he would ordinarily not ask anyone. And even when you don't agree, he respects your perspective and he's willing to compromise. And then if you find out that he includes you in setting goals and planning for your future together, showing you that your input really matters to him, you know that you're the one for him. He has seen you as that wife material. Number 8 way to know that this man really wants to get married to you and you're that girl, you see that he's actively working on the relationship issues. See, no relationship is perfect. They're bound to be conflict, and conflicts are inevitable. However, a man who is serious about marriage will make a genuine effort to resolve issues and grow together. He understands that relationships require work and commitment, and he's willing to put in the effort to build a strong and healthy partnership. He communicates openly and sincerely. He shares his thoughts and concerns, and he really, really listens to what you have to say. He's not the one to, sprout up his opinions and dump it on you and expect you to receive it. However, he takes accountabilities for the flaws, for the part that he has played in making this relationship somewhat chaotic in a moment. All right. He's not going to gaslight you. He's not gaslighting you. He's listening to your own pain. He's listening, not just to respond, but listening to understand where you're coming from. Then you know that this guy is ready for a relationship with you and he's not just playing games.